Now we're on to mission 2. For Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Treasures of Knowledge.
Woohoo! First successful mission! We rock!
Yeah, you did okay for a rookie.
I'm gonna have
But
so
I'm
many
still
recordings
wondering why Carmen
at
stole
the end
that
of
book.
this.
It was valuable. What other reason did she need?
Carmen's not like that. Something bigger is going on, and my hunch is that we're going to end up right in the middle of it. We need to check my journal often so we can keep track of the big picture.
So this is the famous Red Square I've read so much about.
Actually, the name Red Square comes from the old Russian word krasnaya, which means beautiful. But since krasnaya can also mean red, it came to be called Red Square.
Well, aren't you the scholar? Anyway, we're in Moscow, home of the Bolshoi Ballet. Maybe Carmen Sandiego has stashed that carving somewhere around here. Shouldn't be too hard to find. With me on the case.
Yeah, Hawkins is a bit arrogant. But that's okay.
Do you like that red doll? A woman dressed in red left that doll on my table.
I always thought
Very
this more like a
strange.
pink doll.
She said it was for a
But
special
that's just me.
customer.
Because
Is
the
that
one
you?
beside it seems
Woman
more
in
red.
red. Yeah, that's us. Yep, we're special customers. We'll take it.
What's unique about these matryoshka dolls is that there are smaller dolls nested inside the big one. I'll make a note about this in my journal.
So the woman in red left this. That's gotta be Carmen Sandiego. But I wonder who she intended it for. Any clues, Chief?
Our sensors indicate a high degree of viral activity in the area. Carmen Sandiego may have given the stolen carving to one of her agents to hide.
Of course she did.
So this doll could be a clue to her trail. The carving may not even be in Russia.
Carmen Sandiego seems to delight in leaving clues all over. So leave no stone unturned. Chief out.
Ta-da!
Key. But to what? Something to do with Carmen and her vile organization, that's for sure.
That must mean you think we ought to hang on to this. I'll put it in my digital clue storage device.
Okay.
War and Peace by Tolstoy, one of my favorite Russian authors. Carmen used to love this book too.
Sometimes I have CDs by famous Russian composers like Tchaikovsky, but I'm all sold out right now. Check back with me later. I may have got some more in.
She says that she's all sold out, but the CDs are right in front of me. She's lying. She's lying.
Lenin, the founder of communism in Russia. I remember Carmen talking about visiting his tomb here once. She may be close by, so we need to stay alert.
And she already visited. But get this.
Another note! You're right about Carmen Sandiego watching us, but what does it mean?
Elephants? Pyramids? She could have taken that carving anywhere.
Well, Julia, are you having trouble following the trail? Why don't I give you a little clue? You'll need something from the land of elephants to take to the land of pyramids. Now, the land of elephants, I know, is Thailand. The place of pyramids is confusing. To kid me, at least. I'll explain it when we get to that point of the game.
Whoa!
Unlocked.
What is this stuff? I think we found a vile getaway car. Whoa! An old newspaper. And get a load of this. I didn't read about this in her dossier. I wonder what she did with all that prize money.
And why she disappeared. Carmen never talked about her childhood.
All right. Child prodigy missing. Carmen Isabella Sandiego, who won a substantial amount of money from the television game show It's a Wild Child, has apparently disappeared. Competing against an assortment of scholars, the precocious Carmen Sandiego amazed the audience by winning the game show's top prize at the age of 10. And very funnily,
Okay.
I think the
Initiate
series started
search
off as a
procedure
game show.
Delta 3.
Yeah, okay.
Check it out. This looks a lot like an Enigma cipher code generator.
Didn't the Germans use the Enigma cipher in World War II to send secret messages?
Yeah, they did until the British cracked the code. This vial model is some sort of password generator. Pretty low-tech compared to my stuff. Still, it looks like we'll need to find the meaning of the words in the center of the dials. We'd better look around and see if we can collect all the words we need.
You're right. A vial password would be quite a find. And this car isn't going anywhere. We've got the key.
Okay. Yeah, the panel just slides
Just a little
open.
reminder that I'm watching.
I
your
don't think that's how
every
doors
move.
work in real
See you
life.
around.
It's Carmen Sandiego! This is it!
It's locked!
She's gonna get away! Quick! After her!
It's too late! She's gone!
No! We almost had her! Chief! We need some backup. Carmen Sandiego's heading north from Red Square, Moscow.
Roger that, Hawkins. All available units are in pursuit. You two check out the area. We have got to
I always
find
wonder
out
why
what
there's
she's
that
up to.
long pause.
Okay, Chief. Jules here. All is under control. We'll get her. I'll make sure of that. At least we know we're getting close. We'll keep looking around here for clues.
Awesome.
I'll put this evidence in the digital clue storage device in my vest.
Great. Got one of them?
What a spectacular building. St. Basil's Cathedral was built by Ivan the Terrible about 450 years ago.
Huh. They should call Carmen Sandiego Carmen the Terrible. She seems to love having us chase her all over the world.
She does. Okay. Land of Elephants.
I'm starving. How about stopping for Thai curries? Yum. Delicious.
No, ma'am. Too spicy for my young taste buds. Can you get something like hamburgers in Thailand?
Maybe in the Thai capital of Bangkok if you really had to. I'd rather check out the famous floating markets. Although we should head straight to the Buddhist temple where vile activity was detected.
Thailand certainly has some magnificent buildings. Look at that Buddhist temple over there. But do you ever get the feeling you're...
Being watched. Of course, Hawkins. One of Carmen's vile agents probably followed us here.
You should be careful of them. And the guy's here.
Psst, over here. The lady in red said her friends would show up. You must be the ones. She wanted you to read this.
Yeah, we're the friends. Psst, hey Jules, he must be confused. He thinks we're vile agents. Let's play along. Yeah, we were expecting something from her.
This is from the
It's
book.
the page that was ripped out from that book on lost treasures. The one the guide showed us in Kenya.
But why would Vile be interested in this? My instincts tell me it might have something to do with that book about Marco Polo. Curious. This guy won't let us keep the page, but I'll make a note about it in my journal.
All right.
Well, I guess we should check your journal often. You said it will help us keep track of the big picture.
These excerpt is from the diary of an unknown Portuguese explorer, reputed to have amassed a priceless collection of cultural artifacts from around the world. I feel I must find a secure location to hide these incredible treasures. I'll search the world until I find it.
So, you read the page? Did you bring me the nutcracker?
Huh? What's this guy talking about?
Well, either he has some nuts to crack or he's looking for ballet music. Check out your database and see what you can find out about the Nutcracker. I'll make a note in the journal in my bag.
And we have to fly back to Russia for that.
USSR, biggest country in the world.
Yeah, but they don't call it the USSR anymore. Now it's the Russian Federation. All right, let's keep our eyes open. Things may have changed.
I like
we
the
need to make
music in
sure
this
we've
game.
checked everywhere for clues to Carmen's trail.
Roger. Carmen Sandiego's at large. Maori wood carving missing. Initiating search procedure Alpha 4B, Moscow.
Okay.
Behind that wall is the Kremlin. It's actually a citadel, or walled center of the city. The Kremlin in Moscow is the seat of the Russian government.
Right. Here it
Do
is.
you have a CD of Tchaikovsky's ballet, The Nutcracker?
Da, yes. For you, my friend, 250 rubles. Practically a gift.
We'll take it.
If this was a Nancy game, I would have to work for that money to buy the disc. But this is not a Nancy game. This is a Carmen Sandiego game. We have a lot of money, apparently. So gift that disc to the man in
I'm kind of psyched
Thailand.
to visit Thailand again.
Think you'll try the curry this time?
Well, not that psyched. Whoa, I'm getting deja vu all over again.
You can say that again.
Whoa, I'm getting...
Never mind. Just be quiet and careful.
So this guy.
We
Give him
brought the
this.
Nutcracker.
Good. Then you must want this.
Now, why would a vial agent need this? Pure silk. One of the things Thailand is famous for.
Pure
And look at
silk.
these unusual
Very
symbols.
valuable.
I wonder what they mean.
Looks like that vial agent took off. It's been kind of weird how we've been mistaken for vial agents ourselves.
No kidding. It makes me wonder. Could that be what Carmen wants? Is she leading us?
All right. Okay, so next place we have to fly to.
Okay,
Mexico.
Hawkins. We're headed to Mexico. Do we have time to eat some tortillas? Or does your database
so
have something
that's
else
coming
in mind?
about
I'd actually rather explore an Aztec pyramid
2
than
minutes
eat.
and 30 seconds.
Mexico City is built on the site
For
of the ancient
those of you
Aztec
who are
capital,
curious.
Tenochtitlan. We're to head for a nearby village.
That missing wood carving has got to be very important to Carmen. But why?
Who knows? We'll keep looking. But my razor-sharp instincts tell me there's not much going on here right now. Eh, Jules?
Mid-afternoon? Siesta time in Mexico. Still, we may find something. Let's look around.
Yeah. As a kid, I didn't know that there are pyramids, in Mexico, like the Aztec pyramids. The only pyramids that I know of was the Egyptian pyramids. I learned that there are pyramids in Mexico from this game.
If you're done thinking, I suppose we should get back to work.
Nearby Mexico City stands on the ruins of an ancient Aztec ciudad called Tenochtitlan. It was built more than 600 years ago.
This sentence will help us figure out what the word means so we can solve the cipher in the car trunk. I'll keep it in my digital clue storage device.
Awesome. Wait, I need to get the ring.
Look at this ring.
The initials CS. Oh boy, she's been here.
Ads in
We're
1
on
minute,
the right
people.
track.
I remember this ring. It was given to Carmen at a luncheon honoring her work in researching ancient civilizations. It seems strange that she would leave this here by accident. What is she up to?
Okay.
Hey, Jules, did you know the Aztecs performed human sacrifice from the tops of their pyramids?
Yes, they believed sacrificing people would appease their gods.
The Aztecs and the Mayans were two of the great ancient civilizations of Mexico. There's a lot of wild country in Mexico. Rainforests, deserts, mountains, and plateaus.
And fascinating animals, too, like jaguars, ocelots, and snakes.
And this will be important later.
Wait, these symbols look familiar. Remember the scarf we got from the vial agent in Thailand?
Yeah, but we can't solve that yet. So,
New Zealand.
because we are missing a Mario
You're keeping
mask,
country
we gotta go
stamps
to
of
New
where we
Zealand.
visited in your journal, right? Now we'll get one for New Zealand. Did you know New Zealand's North Island has a volcanic plateau with active volcanoes? There's about 400 earthquakes a year there.
Yeah. Last time I went snowboarding on Mount Ruapehu, we were reading signs on the slopes. What to do if the volcano erupts. Talk about gnarly.
Agent Second Class Level 2 Shadow Hawkins reporting from New Zealand and... P.U. Smells like rotten eggs. That geyser emits some serious sulfur dioxide.
Gee, I thought you'd be used to strong smells. Didn't you grow up on a horse farm? Anyhow, New Zealand is part of the Pacific Ring of Fire, so there's a lot of volcanic activity around here.
Well, this is also the land of the Maori, so we may find some clues here as to where Carmen Sandiego has smuggled that valuable Maori carving.
All right.
We need to check these signs carefully. Maybe we can find something here that will help us.
I would read that, but I'll probably butcher the pronunciation, so I'm not going to try.
One of the words from the cipher in the car trunk. This sentence will help us figure out what it means. I'll put it in the digital clue storage device. How are we doing, Chief?
Good work, agents. You're making real progress in decoding the Enigma cipher. I'm certain it will lead you to the stolen Maori statue. The museum is very anxious for its return, and don't forget to check out Jules' journal so you can keep track of the big picture. Now get moving. You've got work to do.
Yes, I'm moving.
Wow, no snakes in New Zealand, huh? And check out those eggs. We're talking family-sized omelets here.
There are no snakes in New Zealand, but their neighbors have a lot of snakes.
This sentence has a word from the cipher in the car trunk in Russia.
Which some of them, I'm curious. Do you think it's possible for snakes to like slither from like Australia into New Zealand? Because I mean, even Singapore has snakes, and we're not known to have a lot of wildlife or anything. But we have them. We have snakes too. So I don't really believe that there's like completely no snakes in New Zealand.
Carmen had some degree or another in botany, the study of plants. She probably hung out around here a lot.
Okay.
I've worked up an appetite. I vote we head to that resort over there for some famous New Zealand lamb.
Well, since New Zealand was the first country in the world to let women vote, I vote for a cup of tea and some toaroa soup. That's a green clam soup, in case you wondered. You'll love it. Trust me.
Okay.
Well, speaking of steam, the chief's going to get pretty steamed herself if we don't figure out where Carmen Sandiego made off with that carving.
Well, I just keep thinking that there's
you really
reason
like
she's
the I
stealing
see
these
you
things that we haven't figured out yet.
You really like that sound alert. I'm glad I added it.
The database says that Nuku'alofa is the country's most active.
But you didn't scare me this time.
One of many mountains in New
you didn't
Zealand.
scare me this
No wonder
time.
the first person to lead a successful
It's
expedition
Carmen.
up Mount Everest came from here, Sir Edmund Hillary, one of my heroes.
Look, the initial CS. Do you suppose CS stands for?
I don't know, but I'll bet the Watson analyzer could tell us. We should scan that pen. Stand back.
I mean, of course it belongs to her. I mean, it's red. But yeah, we'll have our trusty Watson 21B do it.
Look, there's a note inside, and the scanner says it's Carmen all right.
Enigma cipher, volcano country, and what is that weird symbol? Looks kind of like a wheel.
Heading for volcano
It does
country.
remind me of something. That sketch I made in my journal of the Marco Polo book we recovered. That wheel design was on the cover.
You keep wondering about that. What I'm wondering is whether Carmen Sandiego has left New Zealand yet. I keep thinking I see someone over there by the geysers.
I don't know. I don't see anyone. But sometimes I have that creepy feeling we're being watched.
All right. Okay.
What an awesome wood carving. I wonder who made it.
Probably the Maoris, the earliest inhabitants of New Zealand. Their carvings display one of 4 main styles of heads. You can tell one from the other by the shape around the eyes.
Did the chief mention which type of carving?
I mean, I
Carmen
know it's
Sandiego
like
stole?
an art, but
I don't think she did.
these statues terrify me.
Agent,
I'm just
the
saying.
statue stolen by Carmen Sandiego is a karuru. Ruru means owl in the Maori language. And
I will
karuru
say
carvings have
statues in
owl-like
general
staring
terrify me,
eyes.
especially if they're humanoid.
That's
I don't
something
know
worth
why. It's
noting
just
in
a
my
fear.
journal.
Okay.
You know, Chief, I just don't get it.
It's like
Why that particular carving?
Okay, I'm
there
not
were
going
all
to interrupt
kinds of other
Jules.
valuable
Let Jules
stuff in the
talk.
museum that she didn't touch.
Jules, you know Carmen Sandiego as well as anyone. She's clever and unpredictable, and her motivations are not always what they appear to be. So be careful.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, like I had a friend who went to Greece for her honeymoon, and she enjoyed it so much. You know, she loved it there, and I hated it. I, I was like I was not there, but I was like, I will never go to Greece or anywhere else
All
like
right,
that
let's
because they
stay
have tons of
focused.
statues everywhere, and I'm like, I am terrified. I've watched too many like TikTok shows, like the Weeping Angels and shit, and I've read up on like old like tales, like the creepy like pasta tales and stuff. I'm not sure if it's real where like in the past, they contain a human in the statue, like cement and stuff. So it might be a body in there with skeleton and stuff, and you don't know. It might be. Hello, Nina. Welcome to the stream. And yeah,
If
that
we're not sure
statue.
what to do, we should
It's
check the
it's
clues we found
nightmare.
so
That's
far,
probably
so
a
we can
nightmare
figure out
thing.
where to look next.
It will terrify me too, I swear. I've got to be here because Carmen Sandiego.
Sorry to interrupt the show. How are my two dear agents doing? Found out what a Karuru is yet? Not too perplexed, I hope. You'll learn, Agent Hawkins, that Julia can get quite frustrated at times, not to mention opinionated. Have fun working together. Oh, and look out for jaguars.
She's not wearing red in
Ciao.
that video.
She really seems to have it in for you, old Jules.
Should be wearing red.
And what did she mean about jaguars? There aren't any in New Zealand.
Not in the wild, no. She must mean some other country. We need to check everywhere for clues.
Okay. But yeah, as a kid, I found all of the instances where we can like see like Carmen, just because I like to click everywhere on everything, like literally everything. When I see my like thing light up, I click.
Chapter 1, the Detective's Handbook. Don't just stand there. Look for clues.
Okay. I will do that. And Rabbit, hello, Rabbit. Carmen Sandiego is not, or someone she's not in red. Yeah, she needs to be red. That's her color. It's classic.
You know,
How can she
I
not
used
be
to fly
wearing
all
red?
over the world sitting right next
That's
to
a
Carmen
crime in
Sandiego.
itself.
Now I'm trying to track her down.
If we find a clue, I'll store it in my vest for safekeeping.
Right. Anything could be important for us.
Yeah, Hawkins and Jules, they're both like so impatient in this game. Whenever I try to read something, they're like, hurry up, man. Don't stand there and do nothing. And I'm like, geez, let me read. Can you imagine as a kid when I'm playing this for the first time, I get so frustrated. I'm like, shut up. I want to read everything.
Okay, we've got all the clues. If we figure out the meaning of the words in these sentences, we can bust their code wide open. And that won't please Ms. Carmen Sandiego one little bit.
And okay, password. This one is Kopu.
That's it.
I don't know what it
That's
means.
the password. We're one step closer to getting that Maori wood carving back to the museum.
I'll jot the password down and keep it in my digital clue storage device. Carmen Sandiego is not going to get away this time. Not with me on her trail.
Not bad, rookie. But remember, this isn't like passing some test at the academy. This is for real. And getting Carmen is going to be a lot tougher than you think.
I really like Shadow Hawkins. That's his name. Very fun name. Which also, I'm sad that this is not the only time he appeared. I'm sorry. I was about to say it's his only time he appeared, but no, it's not true. They do have another game, not on the PC though, where he appears in. But he doesn't appear in the Netflix like cartoon.
Global
Was it Netflix
Transportation
cartoon?
System.
Yeah, the cartoon.
So, can your tummy give the
Jules
hot sauce
appear in it.
another try?
But I
No
don't think
way.
Hawkins appeared in
I
it.
can't believe I thought
might
that
be
stuff
wrong,
was
though.
ketchup. I
I
guess
never
it's
really
pretty
watched that
popular,
show.
though.
I'm sorry.
It's nice to be back in the States.
They tried to
What
make
are you talking
Carmen
about?
good
The
in
United
that
Mexican
show.
States.
I know
That's
people
the
say it's a
official
good
name
show,
for Mexico.
Very
but I'm
interesting.
like,
Now let's concentrate on tracking that
yeah,
slippery
they're
Carmen
not.
Sandiego.
They're she's evil. Okay, at most she's like Okay, in Chinese you say like 一正一邪, so he's not completely good, not completely evil. She's definitely not a good person, you know? Like she's not forced to be a thief, she wants to be. So I was like, yeah, no, this is not
Wait,
canon Carmen
these symbols
Sandiego for
look
me. I couldn't watch
familiar.
that show.
Remember the scarf we got
that's
from the
just me.
Vile agent in Thailand? This could be a Vile hideout.
Sorry, went a little rant there about Carmen Sandiego. Oops, sorry. Reset. Oopsie. Reset.
Wait, these
Okay,
symbols
good.
look familiar. Remember the scarf we got from the Vile agent in Thailand? This could be a Vile hideout.
Okay, yeah. I need to reset, sorry.
What's the password?
The password.
The technology in this like ancient building.
Mask.
Like Vile really just
Right. I knew it all along.
destroyed part
There
of the
it
building
is,
to make
the
it so
missing
high tech.
Maori mask.
So this is one of those Maori Kururu carvings. What an incredible piece of work. Notice those two big owl-like eyes.
Yes, evidently they
Also,
were used to decorate Maori meeting
for
houses.
Rapid's question,
Carmen
I can
Sandiego
take
stooping
hot
pretty
sauce.
low, stealing cultural artifacts.
Maybe. But
My
could she be
stomach
doing
might
it
kill
for a
me.
completely different reason?
Back and Jacob.
You know, there is some good in Carmen. Hey, there's that same wheel-like design we found on the book.
Just a coincidence. Why don't you tell the chief that Hawkins and Argent have done it again?
Nice teamwork, agents. We'll make sure the carving
The
gets
Vile
returned
members
to the
does
museum
deserve
in
a
Wellington.
raise. But I
Interesting
imagine they're
theory on
paid
that
well,
symbol,
right?
Jules. I trust
They're
your
very
judgment.
rich. They're constantly
Don't
stealing
underestimate Carmen
stuff.
Sandiego, Hawkins. Always keep your eye on the big
But then again,
picture,
they never sell their stuff,
especially
do they?
since
They
she's
just
been at it
hide
again.
it.
I knew it.
Where did they
I
get their
should have
money
nabbed her
from?
in
Is what I
Moscow.
want to know.
You may still get your chance. This time it's the Institute for Cultural Studies in Lima. She's made off with a rare bundle of ink and quipus. You know, the knotted strings they use to keep records.
That's all she took? Why is she just stealing these certain items?
Who knows? Well, Chief, we'll see you in Peru.
Hold on, Hawkins. Let's not jump to conclusions. Chief, any ideas where we might start?
I was just getting to that. A brochure from the Colosseum in Rome
I'll get
was
some money by
found at the
stealing
scene of
it,
the
I
crime.
assume.
Don't know where it might lead you,
But are
but
they
you're on your way
paid?
to Italy.
Are they paid to steal? Like someone pays them like, hey, steal this, but they don't deliver the item to anyone. They just hide it in a location, and their leader, Carmen, is just like dropping hints and clues everywhere, like, hey, Jules, I want you, I'm stealing this. Right here are all the clues that you need to find that item. There you go. That's what she does. But yeah, that is it for mission 2. So now we're on to mission 3.